Hey, everybody. Blessings to you on this beautiful Wednesday. It is, of course, WCW. Hey, Asia. Blessings to you, sis. Grace and peace to everyone. Do me a favor. Please share this video with someone that you know will benefit from hearing this message. I have such nuggets of wisdom to drop very quickly. Very, very quickly. Thank you to everyone that is tuning in. I pray that your week has been phenomenal, that you have whatever it is that you are working on, that God has blown on your visions. I pray that you are experiencing the wind and the favor of God meeting you this week. Blessings to everybody. Blessings to everybody. I love each and every one of you. Good to see you, Christy. I see you doing your thing. I'm so proud of you. Keep moving. Keep doing what you do. God is going to continue to fulfill his word over your life. Really quickly, y'all, I want to share something with you that I encountered on today, and it was noteworthy that I come live and share this with a lot of you who are in this place. So long story short, guys, I went to the bank and I made a deposit and I also made a withdrawal. And the representative, the bank teller, was a wonderful male figure that I see often when I'm transacting business. And as he handed me my envelope, y'all listen to this. As he handed me my envelope, I wanted him to recount it. And I'm going to tell you why I wanted him to recount it, because any of you that are listening to me, those of you that do bank transactions, you know that when it's a certain amount of money, they run it through a machine. And that machine calculates how much money was withdrawn. And so the machine calculated the funds so fast until I thought that it was miscounted. And so when I asked the representative to recount the money, he laughed and he said, "Miss Jones, he's like, boy, you don't trust nobody. You don't trust nobody." And my response to him was, first, trust is not automatically given. It is developed over time based off of experience. And he began to laugh, and I said to him, how many times have people posted on social media and all over saying wrong deposits were in their account? I know people who have had millions of dollars transferred to their account wrongly. And so he said, the whole entire bank, they began to laugh, right? So as I'm laughing, he was like, you know what? You got a point. I said, I don't put my faith in a system that has been prone to human error. And so what I want you to do, just for my peace of mind, I want you to recount it. And so as I walked away, I began to ask myself, I said, you know what? This conversation of trust is a big deal. And I'm going to tell you why it is a big deal. It's a big deal for a couple of people, because there are many of you that are out there that are trying to transact business. You are trying to move forward in life. And because you have experienced disappointment, and because you have experienced betrayal, and because you have experienced liars, and because you have experienced manipulators, you walk around distrusting everybody. Now, I don't believe that I have trust issues because I asked him to recount the money. But what he said to me was, Mrs. Jones, you don't trust nobody. And the truth of the matter is, there have been times in my life that I have struggled with trusting people because people in many cases have proven that they cannot be trusted. Some of y'all, I'm going to say this because I don't want to speak from a negative perspective, but God began to speak to me. He said, I want you to tell my people that this is a season that I am going to usher them into a place of inner healing. And this inner healing is going to cause you to have to confront systemic strongholds that have become a part of the fabric of your being based off of previous experiences, because your history sometimes tries to creep up in your future. And I'm going to tell you something. There are people in your life, sometimes they can do something and they not even know that that is a trigger for you to suggest that they cannot be trusted. One thing that my mother has taught me from the time I was a young lady growing up, she said to me, she said, always allow people to prove to you who they are, because the issue many of you have is not so much your circle, but it is your core. It is you. The problem that you have been having in attracting liars, manipulators, and all of these types of people is not necessarily that you are just innocent with just a good heart that people just want to take advantage of. No, there are soul wounds. There are traumas. There are things that you have to deal with in order to be a healthy person, to stop attracting. I'm going to also say this. You cannot help what is attracted to you, but you can control what you allow yourself to be attached to. My mom always taught me, she said, you give everybody ample time, chance, and opportunity to show you who they are. And this is the area of trust in God that you have to follow, because here's the thing. Just because you love someone or just because you trust someone, it does not mean that that person will never hurt you. Because many of you, your trust issues is centered around what? Not wanting to be hurt. But when you love unconditionally, you love from a place of knowing, here's the power of being in control of your emotions. See, some people will come into your life and you know you can't trust them as far as you can throw them. You know that they are not who they present themselves to be. You know that they've got issues, but your love for them will cause you to stick it out with them, because guess what? A lot of you don't realize that you are a part of people's evolutionary process. And maybe, just maybe, by them encountering you, it will shift something in their life. Some of you have ruined some amazing relationships with people that came into your life to be a blessing to you, but because you didn't have a sense of awareness of who was in your midst, the gift that God placed in your life, you squandered it. And here's the deal, y'all. You are not another day to worry about the people that will disqualify themselves, my God, today, from the elevation that God is ushering into your life. You are not to worry another day about the people that God may possibly reject from your life, because he saw things that you didn't see. He heard things that you didn't hear, and he is protecting you. Sometimes you find yourself in a place of questioning, can I really trust this person? I'm going to also say this. Sometimes you got to be paying attention and stop trying to love the red flags out of people, because if you know that you are seeing signs of foul play, you know, you don't even have to open up your mouth. You just continue to be the person that you are called to be. And trust me, the right people will find you. But here's the deal, y'all. When the right people find you, don't take out on them what you experienced with the wrong people. Because some of us, because of what we experienced with the wrong people, When the right people come along, we don't trust them as far as we can throw them. We're always looking for an angle of, oh, I'm just waiting when you gonna show me your true colors. I'm just waiting when you gonna hurt me. I'm just waiting when you gonna betray me. I'm just waiting on the day. And see, as long as you have that mindset of waiting on people to disappoint you, guess what? You're gonna always find it. Y'all take the anxiety out of, or the uncertainty out of some of your friendships, some of your relationships, and you sit back and you deal with God. Let me tell you something. You go to God. You say, God, reveal to me what I need to see. Those of you that are prophetic people, trust me when I tell you, there is a post out there that blessed my entire life. And that post is, if you are going to be connected to someone with spiritual gifts, please don't be sneaky. Why? Because if you sneaky, either they gonna dream it, they gonna smell it, they gonna see it, they gonna hear it. What you need to know about the people that are in your circle and the people that you entertain, trust me, is going to find you. But here's the flip side of that. Don't let your trust issues get in the way of what God is trying to do in your life. Because if you don't open up and trust God's plan for your life and give people a chance to show you who they are, you will always consistently find something that will turn you off, that will cause you to discard people that God may possibly have brought into your life for a reason or for a season. And then you find yourself in revolving door relationships. I laughed so hard at the bank teller because yes, my money was correct, but I don't want to push this agenda, especially as it relates to African American women. The African American women are so strong and so, independent and so not able to trust, because let me tell you something. A lot of the things that African American women deal with are ancestral. A lot of the things that we deal with, come on somebody, are things that have been passed down generationally. The mindsets and the ideations that we have adopted have been things that have been etched in our being that we have to heal from, that we have to be delivered from. So I asked myself, I said, do you trust people? And the answer is, I don't trust some folks as far as I can throw them. But I'm willing. The difference is I am willing to go through the process of seeing what I need to see, hearing what I need to hear, knowing what I need to know. And from there, I walk accordingly. Wisdom is the principal thing. I want to remind somebody today, you are a gift. If some people want to be dumb and entertain what is beneath your pay grade, because some of y'all messing up, and you messing up royally. And because you have never had somebody really love you for real, and because you have never had somebody come into your life without an agenda or a motive, and because you have not, some of you don't even believe your trust issues is so deep and so bad, you don't believe that nobody loves you. You don't believe that nobody cares about you. You don't believe that you can have a really successful relationship or friendship. I'm going there for a reason, y'all, because I know this is an issue for a lot of people. When you do the inner work and the healing that is necessary. My mom also taught me, she said, proceed with caution, but don't allow caution to stop you from proceeding. You give everybody an ample chance, an opportunity. And also, here's the other side of it. What you are requesting from other people, make sure that you are that. Hello, somebody. Because a lot of people, they want loyalty, they want love, they want fidelity, they want all these things, but they ain't that. Make sure that what you are asking for from other people that you are a reflection of that. Can I bat my eyelashes on that? We have got to deal with our soul wounds. We have got to deal with our traumas. Does Apostle Sierra trust everybody? Listen, I don't trust everybody as far as I can throw them. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm mature enough in God to be aware, to know what I know, to be wise with my heart, to be wise with my dealings, to be wise with how deep I allow myself to go. And that's on anything. That's on assignments. That's on relationships. That's on attachments. Because guess what? I know my worth. I know my value. And I know anybody that connects to ACLJ, they are going to walk away with nothing more than being blessed. Because if I can't help you, I will not hurt you. And this is how we've got to handle people. Sometimes we've got to deal with ourselves so that we can properly deal with other people. Walk with wisdom. Allow people to prove themselves to you. And this is the other thing that I want to address as well. Y'all, in 2021, going into 2022, please do not allow yourself to not connect to people just because of based off of what you heard about this one and that one. Get to know people for yourself. Stop listening to he say, she say. Stop listening to mess. Now, people that are credible voices in your life, that are voices of wisdom, that have proven that they are not messy, that have your best interest at heart. Okay, consider their words. But other people that you don't have history with, that's trying to be a wanna brother or wanna sister with this one or that one, y'all be mindful of that. Because see, some of you got people around you that have contributed to your trust issues. You trust in the wrong people. You're trusting in the wrong counsel. You're listening to the wrong people that can't help you go further than your front door. Don't listen to people that have not built anything, that are not doing anything. Listen to people that actually have some level of success. Listen to people that have proven that there is fruit listed in their life. Come on, somebody. Trust the voice of God. When it comes down to your heart, the Bible says, guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life. And the truth of the matter is, if a lot of us had done a better job of guarding our hearts, and allowing God to pick and choose, and allowing God to present and represent, and allowing God to give you the insight that is necessary. Because let me say this, people of God, please don't ever get it twisted. You may think that you slick, but God got your whole number. He knows the numbers of hairs that's on your head. And we can fool people, but we sure enough can't fool God. God will tell on you. And God will expose you. He will expose you to you. He'll expose you to people that care about you. Why? Because he wants to bring you into a better place. We can be wise with our hearts, and we can be wise with our person. But don't be so guarded that you wall out the good with the bad. We have to. Some of you can't have a successful relationship with your leaders because you don't trust them. You don't have a successful relationship with your parents because you still got mommy and daddy issues. You don't have, some of you, if we are honest, some of you men of God, some of you women of God, you can't have a successful relationship with a male or a female, prayerfully is of the opposite sex. But we live in a day today that's just crazy. I ain't even gonna go there. However, many of you can't have a successful relationship because you just don't trust nobody. If you are with somebody who is coping with trust issues and learning to trust again, be patient with them. Show them love. Show them that you are dependable. Show them that you are not fake. Show them that they can trust what they see. Show them that they can trust what they hear. Do to other people how you want to be treated. Because that is what's going to bring healing and restoration. I really believe like never before, and I'm getting off of here because I got things to do. I really believe like never before that God is bringing healing to families. He is bringing healing to relationship dynamics. Some of you, your issues that you claim was an issue with your ex-husband or your ex-wife, you thought that it was them, but no, the issue was ideations and thoughts that you came into agreement with based off of the trauma that you've experienced from mom, from dad, and from bad relationships. I want to speak to my women in particular on tonight. A lot of us are carrying the spirit of discontentment. Lord have mercy. We are carrying the spirit of disappointment because we continue to look at people as if, I can't trust this person. I can't give of myself to this degree. I just can't because I just don't trust nobody. Well, guess what? You're going to migrate throughout your whole entire life, walled out and not experiencing the blessing of a transparent relationship. The blessing of what it means to be vulnerable with somebody. Listen, y'all got to get vulnerable with somebody, but make sure that you are safe. Most women, Lord have mercy, most women only want to know that they are safe, that they are secure. Men of God, those of you that are single, that are looking for a woman of God, and you want a beautiful family. Listen, some of y'all need to really, Lord have mercy, some of y'all need to really figure out what it is that you want, because some people say that that's what they want, but when the real thing comes, they can't deal with the real challenge of coming up to par. But we not gonna go there on today. I want to say to those of you that are single and you are saying, God, I want to be married, and God, I want a family, and God, I want this, and God, I want that. Well, guess what? A lot comes with that, and you need to do the work necessary so that you don't bring baggage into that relationship and take out on that person what they did not do to you. That's male and female. Because the truth of the matter is, y'all, people don't have to put up with you. They don't have to put up with your ways. They don't have to tough and stick through nothing with you. If they do, they're doing it because they love you. If they're being patient with you, they're doing it because they care. Some of y'all, we got a lot of baggage, but we want that person to come with. If you think that in a relationship, that person at some point is not going to show you their flaws, not going to show you their carnal nature, or show you things that God has to evolve. If you think that that's not going to happen, you live in a fairy tale fantasy world. Women of God, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to heal. Men of God, we got to do better. We got to heal. Life is too short to miss out on the quality of living because we are so afraid of being hurt. When you really love somebody, y'all, there is no guarantee that you will never be hurt. So stop trying to protect yourself from being hurt. Because the Bible says, Job said, the very thing that I feared, it came upon me. Fear is a frequency. Your thoughts emit a frequency, and they attract situations and realities to you. The world calls it the law of attraction. The Bible calls it the law of reciprocity. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. As a man thinketh, so is he. So the seeds that I'm sowing in my mind is what's going to attract the quality of my life. Y'all, life is too short to sit here and miss out on God, miss out on fruitful relationships, miss out on what God has for you because you are stuck in repeat of what has passed. Some of you have been through some very horrible relationships, male and female. It ain't just, listen, some of us women, we have done some of these good men. I mean, a real job. I've got plenty of brothers that have told me some stories. So I'm not being biased with this address. I need everybody on this broadcast that says that they want a family one day, that's single. Y'all need to get y'all shift together. Get your life together. If you have trust issues, work on it. If you got mommy, daddy issues, work on it. Watch the seeds that are being sown in your life. Leave enough space and room for God to reveal to you truth, not suspicion, not being paranoid, not consistently looking for something negative. If you keep looking for the negative, you're going to find it every time. Shift your perspective and you say, you know what? God, I trust you with my life. Everything concerning me, concerning my business, concerning my finances, concerning my family, concerning my relationships. I trust you with them. And I trust that you know what's best for me, even when I don't. Because here's a whole nother angle of trust. Some of us, you can't even trust yourself, yet alone somebody else. You can't trust yourself. You can't trust your emotions because your emotions will deceive you. You can't trust your impulses because your impulses will deceive you. One of my songs that I used to listen to back in the day, and I laugh every time I hear this lyric, and I'm getting off of here. It says, "Keep your heart 3 stacks." It's the national players anthem or something like that. And he says, keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. I'm here to tell everybody listening to me tonight. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Know that if you give God your heart and you give God your all, he knows what you need and he will send into your life what it is that you need. And sometimes what you need is a challenge to change. Sometimes what you need is somebody that loves you enough to say, this area right here, you need to fix that. Let me help you. Let me show you how to heal. Let me show you how to love. Lil Wayne has a song and he says, I had a lot of crooks try to steal my heart. Never really had love. Could never figure out how to love. That's a whole lot of people. Had a lot of crooks try to steal your heart. Never really had love. Could never figure out how to love. But it's time for you to love yourself. It's time for you to trust the God in you. Trust God. If you can't trust God, you sure can't trust nobody else. Trust issues. This is a really big thing. I mean, a really big thing in our community and in the house of God, period. And it is affecting the quality of your life. Because guess what? The quality of your life is the sum of relationships that you house. It is a relationship that is the reason why you are still living and breathing. Apostle Sierra is here today because I still have lives attached to my soul's mission, to my soul's purpose. I'm not here just because I'm cute and because I can do this and I can preach and I can pray and I can prophesy. No, I'm here because of relationship. There is yet purpose still on your life. The only way that you're going to be effective in your assignment is if you learn how to take your heart off your sleeve And listen, if you're going to be a pastor, if you're going to be a prophet, if you're going to be a minister, if you going to be hurt. People gonna come sit at your table, eat your food, and talk about you when they leave. People gonna do all kind of stuff. But can you love God enough and trust God enough with your heart to not allow your heart to become cold and calloused and hard? Because there's a whole lot of pastors right now, a whole lot of leaders right now quitting. You want to know why? Because they got trust issues. Because the sheep have bitten them so bad. I mean, bitten them so bad. And they got trust issues, and I don't trust nobody. Some of us, we won't let people serve in certain capacities because we done had some betrayers. We done had some Judases. And I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Those issues, they got to be dealt with. Trust issues are not just relational. They are in every area. You have to open yourself enough to give people a chance. I want to tell somebody today, you're dealing with trust issues. Give people a chance to show you who they are. Once, Maya Angelou said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Hold people accountable. Some people don't want to be held accountable for the things that they do, and they think that they're getting away with it, and they think that you don't see them. They think. They think. But hold fast. Every man or woman of God has to hold fast to this revelation. And that is leaving enough space for the Spirit of God to instruct you on what to do with people. There are some people, when they come into your life, they're going to be a trickster. They going to run game. See, some of us going to find out. I say this, and those that are connected to me all the time, they laugh. You can't run game on a coach. Because when you try to play games, there's those of us that will show you that we the coach and we the real coach. Okay? But in awareness of the assignment outweighs the temporary disappointment. There are some of you who are called to stick out tough seasons with people because God knows their end. Jacob began as a trickster, but his end was a name change, an identity change. Only God knows the difference. So there are a few of y'all, I'm going to say this, stop letting the church and stop letting people manipulate you with scripture. There are some people you need to dead, straight up. Stop the foolishness and stop allowing them to manipulate you and stop allowing them to whatever. And then on the other side, there are those of you who God is processing and God is bringing to a place of maturity that he's testing your ability to stick out an assignment. And you can't walk away just yet, just because you know what you know. Jesus knew Peter was full of crap. Peter was off the chain. Peter denied. Peter lied. Peter did all kind of stuff. But Jesus knew the difference between his Peters and his Judases. And you got to know the difference. The difference is listening to the voice of God, because God knows the end of a thing. He knows the end of a thing from the beginning. And this is where we learn the wisdom of God. It is not in the past. It is not in the future. It is in the between. Right now, some of you are in a dilemma. You like, God, I don't know what direction I need to go in. You got so many different opportunities that's pulling at you. God, I can do this, and God, I can do that. But God's like, no, I got you right in the middle. I got you right in between, because I'm teaching you how to navigate life my way. While you see flaws in this one and that one, I'm also processing flaws out of you. Because while some of us are crying for everybody else to be trustworthy, we have not been trustworthy. We have done things that are questionable. We have said things that have other people that love us looking at us like they can't trust us, and with valid points. Don't be so self-absorbed in your world and in your heart issues that you miss out on an opportunity to grow. Today was an opportunity for me to self-reflect. With the bank teller, we was laughing. I had the whole bank laughing. I told them, how many times has the wrong money been sent to the wrong account? And you telling me to just trust the system? No. Run me my money and run me my coins after you have recounted that envelope, because I want to make sure that my funds are correct. And the bank teller said to me, Miss Jones, you got trust issues. And we all bust out laughing. I said, listen, trust is not automatically given. It is earned. And so this is what inspired this broadcast today. A lot of you got to deal with your trust issues. Give people a chance to show you who they are. And once they show you, believe them. Give people a chance to evolve and grow. Don't think for one moment, just because you open your heart and you love and you trust, that you will never be disappointed or hurt. The difference is knowing your assignment in people's lives, knowing the boundaries that you need to follow, knowing how not. Some of you have got to learn how to not insert yourself in places that you have not been invited. Oh Lord, I'm trying to get off of here. Don't overextend yourself in areas that you have not been invited. You sit back and you watch, and you watch your actions and watch yourself just as much as you watching everybody else. But heal so that you don't think that everybody's out to get you, that everybody's trying to take advantage of you, that everybody's trying to hurt you, that everybody's just, flawed. But can't nobody. Some of you women, you got a mindset. All men are dogs. All of them cheaters. All of them hoes. Y'all know I keep it real. And if you're offended by what I just said, God bless you. You can exit off this broadcast. Because I'm giving y'all real life. Real life. You got to fix that mindset. Because all of them not. All of them are not. There's some awesome men of God out here. There's some awesome women of God out here. Fix your mindset. Because as long as you keep emitting that frequency, you're going to keep attracting that. I really just believe, y'all, that just like there is a remnant of those of you who have good hearts, you ain't perfect. You got some rough edges. ACLJ got some rough edges. I do. I'm sweet as pie. But I got some rough edges. You love hard. Guess what? Just like there is a you, there is somebody else out there who is just as pure-hearted, big-hearted as you. Trust and believe that God will send the right people your way. I love y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. I thank God for all 79 of you. Do me a favor. Facebook has truly tried a lot of us men and women of God that are speaking truth with kind of like shadow banning and minimizing our reach. So if this video blessed you, share this video. Tag your homegirl, tag your homeboy, tag your friends. Tell who is that said that hide your wife, hide your kids. I don't remember who that was, but it was hilarious. Tag all your friends to this video. Let them listen to it and put some of this stuff in perspective. Whatever I said that was for you, grab it and move forward. But I release today that you will be open to God's processing, and that you will be open to people, that you won't close yourself. You will guard your heart, but you won't be so guarded that you miss out on divine opportunities to grow. I love each and every one of you. I pray that you were blessed by this broadcast. And for those of you that's a part of the Soul Masterclass, I will see you guys tonight. For those of you that's part of School of the Prophets, I will see you guys tonight. And we will continue with God. But open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart. Do the inner work that is needed to heal for you, not for somebody else. Not because you want friends, or not because you want a man, or not because you want a woman, but heal for you. Some of you, that healing, I'm gonna even go as far as to say this. Some of you, that healing may require you get a therapist to talk about your trauma. There's nothing wrong with therapy. Nothing wrong with counseling. We need to normalize that. Y'all still laughing at me? Don't laugh at me. But I love y'all, and I'm sharing this because I care. And I know that somebody listening is going to really sit back and think about how they are pushing people back because they don't trust. So I'm getting off of here. I will see you guys on the next broadcast. Have an amazing rest of your day. God bless.